Hey guys and girls, and welcome back. If you watched my previous collection video for the Xbox and you guessed that the Xbox 360 would be the next video for my collection, then you guessed correctly. So what say we get on with today and show off what I have. First up is Alan Wake. Now, I don't mind this game. A lot of people tend to put it down because after so many years it turns out to not be as good as it was hyped up to be. But to be honest, I'd only heard of this game throughout the last year and a half or so. I think since E3 2 years ago. So, as far as I'm concerned, I haven't had to have a large wait for it. But actually, I don't think it's too bad. Camera tends to be temperamental on it. But other than that, I'm enjoying going through it at the moment.
I can't remember what part I'm up to though. Bugger.
I guess I'll find out when I go back to it. As you can see, this is the special edition version, which, take the sleeve off there, is designed to make it look like a big fat book. And of course, you open it up, and you've got Alan Wake's signature right there, which is obviously false, but it's quite fun. You let it drop, and you've got your cases inside, and you have here the soundtrack and the bonus disc, which is pretty nifty. I haven't listened to the soundtrack yet. And you've got in here, obviously, the game, which is not in the disc, which is not in the, and of course, you got the, that as well, which I've already used. I haven't played the Signal yet, or the other one, I can't remember what that was. I got that, the second piece of DLC in the New Year sale on the dashboard, or on the marketplace, whichever you want it. And also, as you can see, there's a gap there, which you can see. It's actually a book, which is back here, because believe it or not, I'm actually reading it at the moment. It's the Alan Wake Files. It's actually quite an intriguing book, and it acts like sort of like an accompaniment to the game. Yeah? I'm trying to play through the game. I'm trying to play through most of the game, and then what I'm doing is I'm going to the book, and then I'm reading it bit by bit. It's actually quite good. Alright, so let's put that back together, shall we? 2 minutes on Alan Wake, how about that? He should be flattered. I'm a sucker when it comes to big fat special editions like this. Alright, next up. Batman Arkham Asylum. I actually really like this game. I played the demo for it, and I really got into it. I felt that it handled very well, it controlled brilliantly, the battle system was very smooth and fluid, and yeah, I really enjoyed this. I really kind of got into the I can't remember what they're called, the challenge sections. Those are really good to get into until you get to the later ones, and they're like, oh god, now how am I supposed to string together combos and awesome scores and everything? How am I supposed to get 3 bats? But yeah, I absolutely loved what they did with this, and to be honest, 96%, well worth it, I think. Next up, Bioshock. An interesting story behind this. I played the demo of this a long time before I even played this. And originally, I was kind of put off the idea of playing Bioshock because of the whole, combining your weapons with your plasmids sort of thing. I was like, I don't like that. I prefer just simple, straightforward gaming, I just want to be able to, if I've got the option, I just want to be able to point a gun at something and shoot it. I don't want to be mixing stuff up with this and that and the other, which is probably why I won't even play Alone in the Dark, because of the bloody crap you got to do with that. And I've heard it's actually quite terrible as well. But then again, I've heard that about games. I've gone ahead to play them, and I've found them not too bad. For example, Alan Wake. Yeah, Bioshock, I absolutely love this game, as many people do, and oh yeah, I love this game. I could play this all the time. I actually play it through sometimes I play it through on easy, and I just use the wrench. It's just so funny just to smack the splicers with the wrench. Splat, splat. Who's your daddy now, bitch? And also, I'm going to, as you can imagine, I also have Bioshock 2. Now, a lot of people on the internet have already made a point of this, but if no one has seen it so far, then I will show you. Look at Alpha's face. Does he not look like Bomberman? There you go. But yeah, I don't mind Bioshock 2. I think it's a worthy a worthy sequel. Obviously an unnecessary sequel, but yeah, as a game, it's pretty good. I enjoyed it. I must have enjoyed it. I've 1000G'd it, along with Bioshock. So, yeah. Well, technically I've 1000G'd it. Obviously with all the DLC achievements, so I've still got to get a hold of those as well. But as far as the main game is concerned, I obviously played it enough to 1000G it. I think I've actually played Bioshock 2 through 3 times. So I played it through normally, and then I played it through, I can't remember what, I think I played it through on easy to complete the game without using a Vita Chamber. And then there was just a play through on hard achievement. So yeah. Alright guys. Oh, that's not what I thought it was, but still, never mind. Blur, aka Rich Man's Mario Kart. I do like Blur, I've got to be honest. The drifting on it is a bit shit, let's be honest, you know. I haven't found out how to do it, if you can do it, but when I just drift, and you fucking drift straight into the wall, or if you're playing on some tracks, straight off the edge. But yeah, it's a really good blast to play on multiplayer. I haven't played much of it on single player, would you believe, but it's mainly all a bit about multiplayer as far as I'm concerned. Oh, excuse me. Right. Bomberman Act 0. Don't ask, guys, it was only £3 in HMV. I thought, what the hell, I'll give it a go. Played it once, haven't gone back to it. Borderlands! I wasn't quite sure about this game to originally start off with, because I'd heard that it was quite tedious and dull and long drawn out. What's drawn out, is it? Oh, whatever. But to be fair, it can be a bit dull at times, but on the whole, I actually found it quite enjoyable to play. And I've got all the DLC for it. I've actually completed Zombie Island, and what was the other one? The Claptrap Revolution. I can't remember exactly what it was. What that was called. I cannot at all complete or even attempt to try and complete Mad Moxie's Underdome, and the other DLC just came to me. General Nox's Secret Armory. Yeah, I've completed that as well. It's just the Underdome that I'm having trouble with finishing. As you can imagine, it's fucking hard. At least I think it is anyway. Borderlands. Alright guys, you probably expected this, what was my last video, but here we go. Dead or Alive 4. I really cannot play this for shit. I get up to like the 3rd match, and that's it. My opponent just keeps countering me. And I refuse to go down to easy, because, you know, just because really. But, you know, I still enjoy Dead or Alive. It's I'm just no good at it. Here we go. Sometimes, you know, when you've got nothing particular to do, all a man just feels like he needs to do is kill zombies. And when he wants to do that, he puts on Dead Rising. I remember I was in a game shop at the time, an independent game shop owned by a couple of friends of mine. And one of them suggested that I should play Dead Rising because you can, you know, do all sorts of things to them. You know, you can smash their brains in with pot plants, you can put, I don't know, fucking buckets on their heads and shit like that. All the stuff that you can do in Dead Rising. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll give it a shot. I downloaded the demo and I quite enjoyed it. Unfortunately, with Dead Rising itself, it can be quite hard in places. And as far as I'm concerned, the photography aspect of it is a pain in the arse. I fucking hate having to do that. But other than that, I enjoyed Dead Rising. I haven't finished it yet, though. Surprise, surprise. Okay, next up, Deadly Premonition, which I actually only bought a couple of weeks ago. And I'm really enjoying it. You know, I'm going through it at the moment. I don't know if anyone else out there has played or got this, but, you know, this score here, 10 out of 10, probably not that deserved. I mean, nice try, Destructoid, but, yeah, as a game, it's well worth, I'd say, an 8 out of 10, but as far as graphics are concerned, it's fucking horrible. It deserves a 5 out of 10. It looks like it should have been on the original Xbox. But, you know, I've always said graphics do not maketh the game. Isn't that right, Sonic Riders? Oh, I went there again! But yeah, I'm enjoying this. I can't remember what part I'm up to at the moment. I've just spoken to Diane at the art gallery. Oh, no, I've got past that bit. I've got to meet the girl outside at the back of the diner at 9 o'clock at night. Yeah, that's the part I'm up to. But I'm just doing some side missions at the moment. So, yeah, I think it is quite an interesting game. Okay, Devil May Cry 4. I played the demo for this, and it's pretty much what I expect from Devil May Cry, but I haven't actually played this properly yet. Alright guys, here we go. This is brilliant, isn't it? A really wicked story to go behind this game. Eat Lead, the return of Matt Hazard. Now, I was back in the independent game shop again with my mate, and he was playing this on one of the screens, and you know it looked alright. And I sort of asked him about it, and he said it was like a parody of the last few years of game. I think he says that on the box, doesn't it? Yeah, hilarious parody of the last 25 years of gaming. And he described it as it was so bad it's good, but he also said that it was the best, worst game ever, and I should buy it and play it. And to be fair, I really am enjoying this game, guys. I haven't got too far. In fact, I don't know how far I've gotten it. I've just finished killing the tentacles on board the ship. You know where I'm at? Yeah, I've just finished that bit. There you go, but I really do enjoy it. Yeah, I haven't gone back to it for a while, but I probably should at some point. What you want, fool? The children of the revolution. Now you want, fool. Okay, I'll shut up now. Plus, I have to cough as well. But yes, anyone in the United Kingdom who was watching TV at the time will know that that song was plastered all over the advert for Fable 3. I do have Fable 2, but I downloaded that off the marketplace. At some point I probably will go and buy a physical copy because I just like having physical copies of stuff. So I haven't actually had the chance to play Fable 3 yet, so I can't imagine it's going to be any different from the original Fable, apart from the whole King aspect story bullshit thing that's going for at the moment. As you can see, I've got the limited edition collector's edition, so let's have a look inside that, shall we? Much like Alan Wake, it comes in the form of a book. Just a second, guys, I'm just going to take these boxes off so I can just do this demonstration. Okie dokie. Yep, much like Alan Wake, it comes in the form of a book, and this time it's like a really hard, an old leather-bound book. In fact, it's more book-like than Alan Wake. As you can see, we got here the game. We got the game! Fable 3, yay! And it's got everything in it that you can hope to want. And of course, you slide down this part there here, and there's a little section inside. What's inside the section? Whee! Pull it out and you'll find out. Giggity giggity. Okay, alright then. What we have here is a coin with an angel side on it. There we go, an angel side and a devil side. Apparently this is used for when you make decisions in the game. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't really leave, 50-50 decisions to fate. I'd much rather make up my own mind, so this probably won't get used at all. And what we have here, you can see I've already opened this, is a deck of playing cards. Which I think is really cool. And they're upside, oh no, it's just that's upside down. You see, they're all nicely in order. King, oh, is that Lord? There we go, look at that. Lord Logan, or rather King Logan. Playing cards. I mean, to be honest with you, I probably won't use these playing cards, because I already have a deck of playing cards, a proper deck of normal, run-of-the-mill, ordinary deck of cards. So there's no real reason to use these, so I'll probably just keep these, Perhaps they'll increase in value one day, maybe, I don't know. I don't really care, because I don't really go buy collector's editions just to sell them fucking onwards once I'm done with them. I buy collector's editions because I fucking love collector's editions. Don't you? Don't you just love collector's editions? I mean, just look, they're fucking sexy. That's brilliant. Alright, moving on. Fuel! Sorry, fuel. Just that it's all in capitals. I remember watching a video on the dashboard. It was Mr. Pointyhead. He would emphasise the fact that because it was all in capital letters, he would go fuel. Sorry, fuel. And I just sort of caught on from that, and I've just carried on using it ever since. It's a good game, but it's it can get quite dull at times. And the racing on it is, I swear, it's just almost impossible. Obviously, it's not impossible because they intend for you to complete it, but whatever. Grand Theft Auto 4. Now, after playing he says while looking into his camera. After playing Grand Theft Auto 3, I kind of went off the Grand Theft Auto series a little bit because, I don't know, I actually enjoyed the top-down 2D, well, I say 2D, the top-down Grand Theft Autos, and I really got into them. And it switched from that to, shall we say, driver-esque 3D. I kind of didn't get on with it. I mean, I enjoyed Grand Theft Auto 3, but I don't know, the change was just a little much for me. And I hadn't played another Grand Theft Auto since, until I decided, what the hell, I'll just play, it was in the shop for £15, so I thought I'd give it a try. And I absolutely love this game. It's actually made me go back to the previous Grand Theft Autos now. I haven't played them all yet. In fact, I've only played Liberty City Stories and... Actually, no, that's it. That's the only 3D Grand Theft Auto that I've played since number 3 and before number 4. Did it come after number 4? Actually, no, it came before number 4, didn't it? Yeah. I mean, I haven't played San Andreas yet, or Vice City. So kind of looking forward to them a little bit, maybe. But number 4, I absolutely love this game. I've spent so much time playing this game. I've obviously done the main story. I've actually, what is my percentage? I think I've got 96% game progress, something like that. Anyway, so you can probably imagine I've completed the game. I've done everything you can with friends. I've done all the stunt jumps. I've shot all the pigeons. Yeah, that was a mission and a half. But yeah, I really, really got into Grand Theft Auto 4. And I still play. In fact, I'm on my 5th game playthrough of it now. Just the game alone. The Ballad of Gay Tony and The Lost and Damned. I enjoyed them, but I've only played through them each once. And that's it. The main game, I'm on my 5th playthrough. Because I just love playing it. It's so good. And for Grand Theft Auto 5, I really hope that Rockstar employ the same control mechanics as they did for Grand Theft Auto 4, because that was really comfortable for me. I really enjoyed it. I like the fact that you actually walk in the game instead of just... I know if you just slide the analog stick slightly up, you'll walk, but I hate having to do that. I just want to push the analog stick all the way up and have my character walk. If I want him to run, I'll push a button. That I'm comfortable with. I know some people out there might not be comfortable with it, but I am. I'm really quite comfortable with that. So yeah, Grand Theft Auto 4, well, fun as what I just called it then, Grand Theft Auto 4. I couldn't recommend this game enough. It's fucking brilliant. And the online multiplayer, I'm shit at it, but I enjoy it. And I love flying helicopters as well in free mode. It's brilliant. I remember a couple of friends of mine, we were just fucking about in free mode, and we went to Francis International Airport and we stole some helicopters, and we were just fucking flying all over the place. I'm the only one that can actually fly a helicopter out of the 3 of us, and they crashed their helicopters, bang, and they got sent all the way back to the other end of the city, and they were like, Ems, pick me up please, come and pick us up. I'm like, alright then, fucking start flying my helicopter over to where they are, picking them up and then causing trouble, and one of them, he jumps out the helicopter and splats himself on the ground. It was fucking hilarious. Oh, the fun you could just have on Grand Theft Auto 4 is brilliant. I can't recommend that game enough. Seriously. Okay, next up. Guitar Hero 2, Guitar Hero 3, and finally, Guitar Hero Metallica. Guitar Hero 2, I played this, believe it or not, after Guitar Hero 3. In fact, I actually started with Guitar Hero 3, which is the one game which apparently you shouldn't have started with. But I started with it, and to be honest, I enjoyed it. Excuse me. Guitar Hero 2, I don't know, the highway on Guitar Hero 2 doesn't feel right when you play it, especially when you become used to what Guitar Hero 3 onwards is like. But Guitar Hero 2 is still playable, but I prefer number 3 over number 2. And Guitar Hero Metallica, I like Metallica. In fact, I saw them live at Reading, I think it was 2005, 2004, one of those years anyway. That was the last time I saw them live. And I love Metallica. They are an awesome band. So to get hold of Guitar Hero Metallica, well, say no more. I may as well skip straight to it since I've just mentioned it. But not only do I have Guitar Hero, but I also have Rock Band, sorry. Oh dear. Now this is the only version of Rock Band that I've got. I don't have Rock Band 2 and I haven't got Rock Band 3. Not because, you know, I don't want to get them, I just haven't got around to getting them yet. You know, I'm still quite enjoying Rock Band 3. In fact, I haven't even finished it yet. I really should get around to that at some point. I'm not particularly good at Guitar Hero or Rock Band. In fact, I can't really play past medium. It's when hard comes along, I'm like, oh fucking hell, oh no, God, better fucking pushing the wrong buttons everywhere. That's what I'm like, I'm afraid, guys. A complicated song on medium I can do. An easy-ish enough song on hard, forget about it. Left 4 Dead. Yes, I love this game. Only in this game will grown men shout, ah, ah, help, ah, fucking hell, ah! It happens, especially when you're pounced on by a hunter. Excuse me. But yeah, I love this game. But I don't know, do people still play this game online? I may have to go check that out at one point. But I love it. I like the fact that the AI direction sort of keeps things fresh as well. It doesn't have zombies in the same place. But I thought that was pretty good. What be next? Lost Planet 2. What was that? Three of us and myself, obviously. We played the demo of this on Xbox Live, and I enjoyed it. I normally wouldn't sort of play this kind of run and gun game because I'm just not into that sort of thing. But Lost Planet 2, I'm not sure what is it about it. I think it's just, you know, it's just that little bit different. And, you know, I can play it. You know, I find it really interesting to play. And I haven't finished it yet because I'm playing it through with a friend of mine and we haven't quite gone back to it yet. So we really should do that. This game's brilliant. I played the demo of this and I thought it was fucking awesome. I thought it was the best game I'd ever played at that point. I had to go out and buy it, and this game is fantastic. I'm trying to 1000G this. But I think the achievements I've got left to do is to kill a certain amount of enemies in stealth, complete it on hard, and collect all the Jizo statues and free all the animals. I think that's all I've got left to do. So I'm kind of hoping I can get that done and I can 1000G mini ninjas. This game is brilliant. It's sort of like, I don't know. It's sort of like Batman Arkham Asylum, only not. It's only got, but it's got ninjas and you know, a child can sit down and watch it. That's about my loose description of it. Mirror's Edge, an interesting game. Yeah, first-person platformer. And to be honest, I actually enjoyed it. You know, it takes a while to get to certain places, if you know what I mean. You know, to get used to it and what have you. But other than that, it's alright. You know, I enjoyed it. I'm stuck on a bit where you have to. I think you're running along a building. Oh, I'm not running along it. Oh, you'll fall off otherwise. You're running through these rooms, and you've got to try and run away from these police officers. And I don't think I want to tackle them and grab their guns and start shooting them. But I got a feeling that's probably what I'm going to do because they're just shooting me, and I end up dying. Not fair. Ninja Gaiden 2, hard as bollocks game, but it's still a lot of fun for me to play anyway. I think at the minute I've got up to that sort of like Venice kind of level with all the werewolves. You know what I mean? I've got up to that at the moment. I'm not stuck on it or anything. I've just got up to that point and I just stopped playing it. Such is life. But yeah, and they certainly fixed the camera problem for this over Ninja Gaiden 1. Excuse me. Right, next up. Hey. One-Chanbara Bikini Samurai Squad. I actually bought this purely out of interest. Just to see what it was like. And I gotta admit, despite it being a very basic game, a basic hack and slasher, it's quite enjoyable. I downloaded some of the additional characters you can get, and I think I prefer one of them instead. In fact, I think one actually, she's actually in the game anyway. She's a police officer. She's alright. You know, guns. Bang, bang, bang. Alright guys, here we go. Perfect Dark Zero. I like Perfect Dark. I got it on the N64. I can't play it on the N64 anymore because I don't like single stick controls. But you know, I thought I'd give this a go and see what the Horde of Hustle was. And to be honest, I don't actually think it's that bad. I don't think it deserves all the criticism that it gets. Okay, fair enough, Rare aren't quite what they used to be, but you know, as far as this is concerned, I actually really enjoy it. I haven't finished it yet. So we should get around to that at some point. But yeah, I've always been interested in getting hold of this, and I'm quite glad I did. In fact, I think I only picked this up for £7, and look, it's in, you know, pretty good condition. Yeah. Alright guys, here we go. Red Dead Redemption. I remember all the hullabaloo trying to get hold of a copy of this, because apparently it was going to be sold out within hours. And to be fair, it was. So I'm kind of glad I pre-ordered a copy when I did. Like I said in the Xbox video, I actually played this before Red Dead Revolver. And the only reason I actually played this, even though it's a Wild Western game, is its apparent similarities in controls and what have you to Grand Theft Auto 4. So I thought, that sounds like a good selling point. I'll give it a try. And to be fair, it's actually really good. I actually enjoy playing this game. I'm trying the 1000 year, but that's probably not going to happen. I have completed the game already, so it's a bit sad what happens at the end, but you know. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Unfortunately, I haven't really gone back to it. Even the zombie mode that's come out for it, which you know, everyone loves killing zombies, and I thought, you know, zombie mode, that would get me back into playing it, but it hasn't. I haven't downloaded it. I haven't gone back to it. I really don't know why. Resident Evil 5. Oh, yes. It's not bad. It's not, you know, it's not as good as Resident Evil 4, but as a game itself, it's not too bad. However, there is one problem with it, and I'm sure you guys can all agree with me. Sheva. The AI in that is fucking appalling. What's the download content? It's not the it's the one where you control Jill and the other fella. I can't play that because the AI is so shit. I literally have to ask someone. I need to find someone to play online with me. And I've asked a friend of mine if he can play it with me, but we haven't started on that yet. So it's a shame, really. What was the first piece of DLC that came out for it? Lost in Nightmares. That was it. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. That was all right. That was playable. But this other one isn't. I just can't do it. Ridge Racer 6. Because I love Ridge Racer. And I haven't really finished this yet, which is a bit of a shame, really. But the only flaw with this is there aren't that many tracks, and they are recycled so fucking often. And I'm hitting my camera again. Excuse me. But yeah, I like Ridge Racer, so we should get back into this at some point, because, you know, it's an awesome racer. Okay, guys, here we go. Sega Mega Drive Ultimate Collection. You guys probably already know that I got this if you watched my my review for my AT Games Mega Drive player. But, you know, I bought this because any excuse not to get my Mega Drive out. And as you can probably imagine, I have 1000 G'd this game. It's not exactly hard. You guys know I've definitely got this game because I did an entire playthrough of it. Sonic and Sega AllStars Racing! Go! But yeah, I have actually 1000 G'd this game as well. I don't need to tell you about this game because I've done a playthrough of it and you already know what I think about it. Now guys, this game I'm about to show you, please don't persecute for me. No, that's not right. Please don't persecute me for it, okay? Promise? What can I say? I was curious. And just to prove I have got it, there it is, there's the disc. I was curious, alright. I wanted to know if this really was as bad as people say. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, yes it is. It's fucking terrible. I can find an enjoyable game in underneath all the shite, but you've got to dig really deep, and you've got to get so used to the glitches, and you've got to know when to avoid them in order to make this game look playable. And you know what, guys? I've played this game 3 times. I played it through 3 times. I've completed it with Sonic, with Shadow, with Silver. I've completed the final story. I have gone through it. I've even completed them on hard.
And I just suddenly thought to myself, you guys already know I've got this because I'm doing that 1000G achievement thing.
So, which I'm probably going to completely abandon. Let's be honest. Alright guys. Sonic Unleashed. This would have been perfect if it hadn't been for the Hogwolf sections. You know, an entire disc of just daylight stages would have been perfect. And this would have well actually, it kind of is better than Sonic Colors, because the control method is a lot better in this than it is in Sonic Colors. Which I've already mentioned numerous times anyway, but I kind of like Sonic Unleashed. The the Hogwolf stages, they're a bit meh. I really don't like having to keep the grinding is a pain in the ass. And some of the achievements on it are fucking unreasonable as well. But the daytime stages, some of them are absolutely bollocks hard because you're going so fast and you don't see what you're doing and bang, you're dead. I'm not sure whether that's bad programming or just you going too fast. Then again, going too fast, that can be considered bad programming. I don't know. But it's not bad, Sonic Unleashed. I have enjoyed it. I just can't be asked to go through it and get all the achievements for it. Soul Calibur 4. Not the best in the series, if you ask me. My favourite is still Soul Calibur 2. But for what it's worth, this isn't bad. It's got a good online mode, but every other motherfucker keeps using Siegfried. Split stroke second velocity. So which one is it? Split or second? Sorry, I'll stop ripping off Yaxi. I don't mind this game. It's just sometimes unnecessarily. Is it this one I'm thinking of? It's a little bit hard. It's not too bad, I suppose. It's been a long time since I played it. I can't even remember what it's like now. In fact, I've actually stopped playing it since I got Blur. I remember playing this online and like everyone's like doing all this shit to me. And this is the game that makes me pop a vein in my head. I get so angry at this game. I'm like, fuck you, you bastard! Worse than any other commentary that I've done on any of my LPs. Seriously, I am so foul-mouthed with this game. Alright guys, here we go. Street Fighter 4. Super Street Fighter 4. Because I love me Street Fighter. I think maybe one day I may do a video series just playing some ranked matches and some endless matches on a Super 4. Probably not on a number 4 anymore because hardly anyone plays that. Even though some people still do play that game. But yeah, I love me Street Fighter and I do love Street Fighter 4. I've really gotten into that. Here we go. Tekken 6. This game is such a massive letdown. Single player and offline, it's fantastic. It's, you know, what you expect from Tekken. I haven't played the I can't remember what the fucking name of it was called. The Mercenary, something like that. The adventure game, I can't remember what it's fucking called. Tekken Force. That's the first one. But yeah, I haven't played that yet. So I wish it at some point. I tried playing it online when they added the co-op patch. But that was just fucking atrocious. We never went back to it again. But I haven't played it singularly. The one thing that lets this down is the fucking online. I haven't played it since I don't know, about a month after it came out. But the online mode is fucking atrocious. Hang on, where is it? Even Soul Calibur 4, and they're developed by the same company. Even Soul Calibur 4 has a better online mode than Tekken 6 because it gives you a list of people you can fight. In Tekken 6, it throws you into any sort of any fucking random battle. You know, you don't know who you're facing, and you could end up fighting against someone who just
fucking kicked your ass the match before. And that's really fucking attractive. I'm like, yeah, hand my ass to me on a plate again, why don't you? I mean, even... hang on, that's not quite correct. Street Fighter 4, I thought I was going to be retiring from this for a long time when this came out, because I prefer Tekken over Street Fighter. But this Tekken has got a shitty online mode. You can't see who you're fighting. That's what really lets it down. I prefer a list of people to choose from, like what Street Fighter does, like what Soul Calibur does. I never... Ugh, it's a shame really, because I love Tekken. I was looking forward to this one. The offline mode is great. It's just the online which lets it down. If they've improved the online, then since then, by all means, please put a comment in the box. But otherwise, never gone back to it. I have not gone back to it. Vivan Panada. Excuse me. I started playing this and I was getting really into it. And it's got to a point now where my animals just keep fighting each other. And it doesn't matter how much water I pour on them, it doesn't seem to calm them down. And I don't know where I'm going wrong. But other than that, I really have enjoyed this game. And oh, I thought the boss was upside down, but it's not. It's supposed to be down there. That's a bit weird. Wet. It's alright actually, I don't mind this. I played the demo of it and I really got into it. What bit am I up to at the minute? I'm up to, I think it's a shotgun tutorial. So that's not too far into the game actually. I think that's just after the section where you're jumping from van to van, from lorry to lorry on the motorway sort of thing. That section I think is afterwards. But yeah, that's what I'm up to. It's not too bad, I just haven't gone back to it. Oh, here we go again. World Snooker Championship 2007. I've already explained why I own snooker games in my last video, so... because I enjoy them. X-Blades. I was kind of curious about this for some reason, so I downloaded the demo, and it comes across as being an alright adventure, hack and slash sort of game. I just haven't gone back to it yet, surprisingly enough. The reason why I haven't gone back to games is just I just sort of stopped playing them when I got a new game. Excuse me. And I just haven't gone back to them since. I mean, at the minute, I'm playing Deadly Premonition, and I want to actually complete that game. I don't want to stop halfway through, because before Deadly Premonition, I was playing Alan Wake. So, I want to try and get that out of the way. I don't want to stop halfway through, because that game's really intriguing me. Xbox Live Arcade Compilation Disc. It was £2.50 at Computer Exchange, which is a hell of a lot cheaper than buying these games individually off Marketplace. And what do you get with them? You get Pac-Man Championship Edition. Hang on a minute. Yep. Pac-Man Championship Edition. Uno. Boom Boom Rocket, sorry. Feeding Frenzy, which isn't actually that bad. And Luxor 2, which also isn't that bad. But on this disc, I mainly play Pac-Man, Uno, and Boom Boom Rocket. And last but not least, Xmen Origins Wolverine. Xmen Origins. I don't know why I have so much trouble saying Origins. You know, I always come out and I say Oranges. It was like that with Dragon Age as well. A friend of mine, he started out playing that, and I kept calling it Dragon Age Oranges. This is what the film should have been. This is good. The film is shite. This is so violent. It's unreal. But much like all the other games, I started playing this. I got up to a certain point. In fact, I think I'm actually in the lab. It's just after the jungle section. I'm now in the lab, and I'm hacking all the people up. But much like any other game, you know, I've got up to a certain point to it, and I've now actually stopped it. I think I stopped playing this because I went out and bought X-Blades. So at some point, I'm just going to stop buying new games. I just play all of these games and get them finished. And not just those games either, but these ones here too. Get these ones finished, you bastard. Stop buying new games and get all these finished. Oh, but that's it now, guys. I think properly now for all my collection videos. What I'll probably do is I'll go back to my older ones and redo them as well in obvious lovely HD. Until I start doing that, I shall bid you farewell and thanks for watching. 40 minutes, my goodness.